That's next, but first time for Countdown's number 2 story, tonight's worst persons in the world, the bronze. Tonight to George Will, who went on This Week on ABC yesterday and insisted the economy is doing just great for everybody for whom it's not doing just terribly. It's just possible, he said, that the economy is not going down the drain. 95% of all mortgages in this country are being paid off on time. 94% of those who want to work are working. This may be much more of a financial problem. That is, one sector, while the rest of the economy is doing rather well. One sector, you say. Banking, construction, the auto industry, advertising, television. Ooh, television, which the banks and the car companies are not advertising on anymore. One sector. George, tell me about it when This Week cuts back from 4 panelists to 3 or 2, or they fire all of you and just give Stephanopoulos a harmonica, and the instructions, fill for 5 minutes. Our runner-up, Billo the Clown, another leak from Michael Wolff's biography of Rupert Murdoch, the man who owns the news, quoting Wolff, "It is not just Murdoch and everybody else at News Corp's highest levels who absolutely despises Bill O'Reilly, the bullying, mean-spirited, and hugely successful evening commentator, but Roger Ailes himself who loathes him. Success, however, has cemented everyone to each other." Another quote about Murdoch. "He barely pretends to hide the way he feels about Bill O'Reilly, and while it is not that he would give Fox up because the money is the money, success trumps all, in the larger sense of who he is, he seems to want to hedge his bets." Why would Murdoch feel that way? Michael Wolff will join me on Countdown tomorrow, and I'll ask him. But here's today's newest answer, our winner, Billo. Out there in the liberal media trying to hawk his book, a bold, fresh piece of hypocrisy. He tells the New York Newsday today, the usual lies about his hard-scrabble upbringing, that Dickensian childhood he spent in the slums and private schools of Long Island. But on the all-time list of Billo double-talk Lulus, we have a new one. "I'm a secular guy," he tells Newsday today. "It's the separation of church and state. We don't make laws based on religion, and I don't accept arguments based on that." But 5 years and 11 days ago, on November 20th, 2003, the very first day that he first hallucinated that there was some sort of war on Christmas, he also said, "These anti-Christian zealots talking Judeo-Christian philosophy today reject that honor, but in reality they are cowards. They hide behind the bogus separation of church and state argument to batter any public displays they find offensive. Led by the ACLU and aided by secular judges, these anti-Christian Americans are insulting and denigrating a key part of America." Whoa. Today he says, "I'm a secular guy." 5 years ago he said, "Secular judges were insulting and denigrating a key part of America." Today he says, "We don't make laws based on religion. It's the separation of church and state." 5 years ago he called the separation of church and state bogus. You know what they say about opinions? Everybody has one, just like you-know-whats. Except evidently, Billo was born with 2 you-know-whats. Bill O'Reilly defending that bogus separation of church and state. Today's worst person in the world.